I know I'm getting a little bit of criticism that I'm not really doing much with these videos. So let me not overpromise. I only listened to the, I guess, early third of this video, but it was already jaw dropping and very laughably crazy. So let me get the shilling out of the way. Please support this channel if you can through channel memberships. I will be putting up content very soon. And please consider my other channels. Now, let us get right to it. So, for those just coming on board for the first time, you'll be like, what is this back and forth? What is this? The basic gist is that Aaron Smith-Levin is heading a questionable corporation, which purports to do charity, but maybe is not really doing charity. And Reese is basically a woman who's in Scientology, and Aaron accidentally, although there are some conspiracy theories here, he accidentally doxed her and she was pushed out of the Scientology cult and basically has been doing a lot of very odd kind of rumor lifestyle slash revenge videos. And I've gone back and forth of how good or bad she is. But let me start off positive that Aaron has been very toxic lately for about, a year and a half. And I will give him this because it's going to be a very negative reaction. However, I did think it started off well where Aaron tried to force Reese to acknowledge that, yes, she is also pretty toxic, but Reese was just not willing to say she was toxic. And it was just a weird back and forth.
Jeff. We're not living in denial here, right? Denial is not just a river in Egypt, right? I'm just saying, you've gone hard on Jeff. Why are you pretending like you haven't?
I don't know, because it doesn't feel like I have.
I think Jeff would feel differently.
But in all fairness,
well, I will give Aaron this. It was very good that he really forced Reese to acknowledge, yes, she did respond, if we call it a response, to Jeff and putting out these incredible accusations and allegations. And again, some things seem solid, but really, at the end of the day, what are we talking about? Really, what is this? What is this all about? Jeff had sex with a prostitute. Now, let's be honest here. That is not what Diddy is being charged with. He's being charged with dozens upon dozens of crimes, and he has dozens upon dozens of lawsuits. Jeff does not have that problem. So, just getting back to reality, you may not like Jeff, you may consider what he did immoral, illegal. This is not exactly a Diddy level cult. By the way, the Jesters are a public, open organization. This is not some secret underground lair where they're luring women into it. Like, come on, let's just stop being silly. So good on Aaron for keeping it minimally honest, because from then going forward, he was lost in a fantasy world. Just a complete fantasy world. So what is Aaron toxic about? Well, there are so many things. But one of the things that really struck out at me was that, and it was just so weird that he's saying, guys, no, I don't like responding to all this drama. No, what is going on here? Aaronis would not do that. No, it's only because I have no choice.
Feel like I have no choice. Now, that might be the same excuse everybody gives themselves. It's just that some people feel like they have no choice about 5 days a week. I feel like I have no choice about 3 times a year.
I just don't see the point in firing shots back and forth.
3 videos a year. 3 videos a year? Well, to all that, laughable. Listen, even if you like Aaron, and listen, I was a big fan last year. I was. You can go back. I've not erased a single comment I put on his channel. Maybe he erased the comments where I, was a little overboard in praise of him. But really, just this last year, there were way more than 3 videos. Let's see, with DOA, there were 2 videos. Mike Rinder, 1 video. The Aftermath people, collectively, about 2 videos. And just with Nora herself, about 3 videos. Though maybe those are 4 videos. So really, we could go as high as 9 to 10 videos. And Aaron's saying, I only put out like 3 videos a year, blah, 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 blah. 3? 3? Aaron, 10 is not the same as 3. 6 is not the same as 3. Even 5 is not the same number as 3. Where are you getting this number from? You're just being deceptive. Now, I usually would say and warn you, just ignore this video. I don't care. It's just him being usually gaslighting people. But apparently he says some really crazy things later on in the video. So that is worth laughing at. But I want to be a little serious. Because call me a damn fool, I was hoping beyond hope, and clearly I was very delusional, that maybe the reason that Aaron had some distance between him and Scoville, who is this ex-convict, who is, to put it mildly, an all-around just plain grifter, that maybe Aaron was a little afraid that maybe Mr. Scoville could be a threat to the communities, or maybe that bit of too much of a criminal. No, the reason he kept his distance is, wait for it,
enough to tell you the tough truth, and all your friends are afraid to tell you how they really feel, but they tell me. And I'm like, yeah, my friends care about views and subscribers, and you're killing your channel. And it'd be like 5, 10, 12, 15-minute voicemails he'd be leaving me. And I'm like, bye-bye. I don't have room for this in my life. Okay, I don't have room for that in my life.
And my life is short and getting shorter. Let's just stay to one video. So one of the videos that Aaron put out on DOA was, DOA may be a threat to the women's. Now that's kind of laughable because Aaron is arguably a threat to the women's. But anyway, so Aaron puts out one of these drama videos and did, because guys, oh my God, the women, they're being threatened by Mr. DOA. I must speak out. Okay? So DOA is such a threat, he has to speak out. Scoville, no, I'm going to keep that private. Guys, it's behind the scenes. Come on, I'm a man. I'm a man friend. I'm a friend who's a man. Blah, 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 blah. And the reason him and Scoville had a big split up, Scoville left long phone messages. That's it. That was the deep moral, cultural, spiritual crisis they had. Guys, you just kept leaving these long phone messages. Right. Well, there we are. There. So, okay, where are we? So it seems like Aaron has developed a new toxic, weird neo-fascist cult. Some people would just call it extreme narcissism. I think Aaron he's just going with all the isms and ists. He's just loading up on all of them. And if this whole video was supposed to clear his name, he didn't do a very good job. He didn't really answer the question about what exactly is his foundation up to. Because at this point, it just seems like a vanity project. It does help some real people in some cases, right? It did help an actual gay kid. He actually did that. It seems he's helped a few other people, but that's about it. But it is largely a vanity project. And Reese's channel is largely a vanity project. Where are we going with all this? I don't know, but it doesn't seem to be on the road of anti-Scientology. Really, it just seems like he's making fun of and bugging the Scientologists to provide a pretext for him to be what he is, just a really overgrown, obsessive, extremely selfish egomaniac, basically. But I'll say this. I mean, you got to give him points. At least he answered a few questions. I mean, granted, this was all controlled. They even told the chat at the very beginning, chat, Reese and Aaron are having a big talk here, so please, restrain your comments. Right, so that's where we are now, that Aaron is running a dictatorial cult. And, he's okay with that. Well, of course he would be. He's the leader. Another day that water is wet. But I did find his whole self-righteousness. Oh my God, all these people, all these drama videos about me. I don't understand. Well, I'm not a big fan of dictatorships, so call me crazy. If he's going to continue to act like a dictator, he's going to have to get used to videos being critical of his dictatorial style. What can I say?
I don't like doing them. I only do videos like that when I actually feel like I'm at a point where I